Welcome to the treasure trove of folk tales, a magical collection of stories that have inspired generations. Embark on a mythical journey with heroes, fairies, and enchanting creatures, opening the door to a world of imagination and emotion.
The tale of Scheherazade in the sun-drenched east, where granite fortresses reflected in the deep blue sea. There once lived two brothers. King Scheherazade, the elder, ruled a vast kingdom stretching from desert to sea. And King Scheherazade, the younger, reigned over a verdant land of orchards and silver streams. They loved each other like the wings of a mythical bird, though each ruled a separate land. But the wheel of fate often plays tricks on the strong, and it was where power touched the heart that pain silently took root. One day, King Scheherazade, on his way to visit his brother, suddenly turned back to the palace because he had forgotten a precious treasure. Returning in the crimson sunset, he saw something that plunged his heart into despair. His queen was betraying him, hand in hand with a servant. The young king's heart was broken. Without a word, without a cry, he ordered the punishment and departed. From then on, he became a different person, melancholic, silent, living like ashes. His elder brother, Scheherazade, seeing his younger brother wasting away, tried everything to help him but to no avail. Then one night, Scheherazade accidentally witnessed his own queen having an affair right in the royal palace. Pain piled upon pain. They were two powerful kings, yet both were betrayed like the most pitiful people in the world. When Scheherazade learned the truth, he was consumed by a raging rage. He punished his queen, but his heart was broken. He lost all faith in women, and then he issued a cruel decree. Every night he would marry a virgin girl. By morning, she would be executed from cities to villages. Cries of grief echoed like singing, rising from the desert sky. Fathers trembled as they embraced their children. Mothers gazed at the moon and sighed. The entire kingdom was plunged into gloom. In the ancient city of Baghdad lived a highly intelligent minister. He had two daughters. The youngest was gentle but fragile. The elder, Scheherazade, was as beautiful as the dawn scattering honey upon the world and as intelligent as if 1,000 angels were whispering in her ear. She read ancient texts, knew the history of dynasties by heart, recited poetry, and was knowledgeable in philosophy, medicine, astronomy, and art. But what set her apart was her extraordinary kindness and courage. Witnessing so many girls being taken to the palace and never returning, Scheherazade thought to herself, only when someone dares to face death will this cycle of suffering end. Then she said to her father, "Father, please allow me to enter the palace to become the king's wife. Only I can break the curse that is suffocating the people." The father was horrified. "My daughter, Scheherazade is like a wounded lion. You will die." But Scheherazade replied with eyes as resolute as the night star, "If my death alone saves hundreds of thousands of other young women, I will accept it. With no other choice, the desperate minister reluctantly obeyed Dot in the gilded palace. Scheherazade is brought before the king. King Shahryar looked at her, his eyes filled only with the coldness of someone who had lost all faith. But Scheherazade neither wept nor trembled. She bowed her head and said, "Your Majesty, before you pronounce judgment on my execution tomorrow morning, please allow me to see my sister, Dunyazad." King Shahryar agreed. Dunyazad arrived, embracing her sister and weeping uncontrollably. But Scheherazade smiled faintly, then said aloud, "Your Majesty, tonight is the last night of my life. Please allow my sister to ask me to tell her a farewell story." King Shahryar, curious, nodded. The moon rose high. The desert wind blew gently. And then, in the flickering oil lamplight, Scheherazade began to tell her story. Her voice was as light as silk, as melodious as an oud. Her story unfolded a world of magic, sorrow, glory, and tragedy. She told of a shepherd who encountered demons at the bottom of a well. She told of a desert merchant nearly killed by an evil spirit. She told of cursed cities, princes turned to stone, weeping goddesses and ghosts in love, and so she wove the world with words, causing the king, whose heart seemed to have turned to ice, to listen like a child. But when the story reached its most dramatic point, she paused and said, "Oh, Your Majesty, it is almost dawn. If I continue, I fear you will fall asleep and be unable to rule your court during the day." King Shahryar felt as if he had been left in the midst of a drunken stupor. He wanted to know the next part. He desperately wanted to Dot, and for the first time in years, the king said something that wasn't part of his plan. "Then I'll let her live one more night. We'll continue the story tomorrow night." Asterisk on the second night, she continued her story. As dawn approached, she paused just in time. On the third night, she transported the king to another world, and then paused again. And so, for 1,001 nights, her voice flowed like a stream through Shahryar's broken heart. Each story was a piece of her heart. Each night was a healing balm for the king's heart. The man who had once hated women began to see that. In her stories, there were faithful women. There were virtuous wives. There were heroines who saved entire dynasties. And there were hearts so full of love that they sacrificed everything. King Shahryar gradually understood that 1. Sin cannot represent the entire world. And the most miraculous thing was, he began to love her. On the 1,001st night, Scheherazade concluded her final story. She knelt, silent. She did not ask for forgiveness. She accepted her fate. But King Shahryar stepped forward, lifted her up, his voice trembling. "Scheherazade, I was once blind, but you have restored my sight." He declared before the court. Scheherazade was not only scared, but also made the eternal queen of the kingdom. Tears echoed throughout the palace. Fathers, mothers, and daughters throughout the land wept with joy. And from then on, a new dawn came to the people, just as when she walked. The heavens and earth shone with her footsteps. And as Scheherazade's story concluded under the silvery moonlight, she leaned her head close to the king's ear and whispered in a magical voice, "Your Majesty, if you wish to hear of even greater secrets of the rulers of darkness, of a prince whose destiny intersects between God and man, then tomorrow night, I will tell you the tale of Prince Zian Alsam and the Lord of the Gods." Shahryar's eyes lit up, as if another door had just opened.
The tale has come to an end, yet the magic of these legends lives on in your heart. Keep dreaming and spreading the wonder.